What's up, guys? So today's vlog is going to be a little different. I'm going to be stationary, and let me tell you why. So the situation that I'm in right now, on my schedule, it says I have a one-day trip, but what we like to call is a fake 2-day, because I flew from New York to LA today, and then we have a layover for 10 hours, and then we have to go fly a red-eye back to New York, which will obviously go into the next day, which hence the fake 2-day. Anyway, besides the point, I literally have no time to go out, explore and go get something to eat or whatever. I have videos to edit, I have to shoot this. Daily vlogging is fun, but for me, I'm still working on the time management, especially with this busy schedule that I have. I know I missed the deadline for episode 4. Sorry for those of you who are actually watching these. By the time this goes up, that one has already been up and live and going, so again, sorry for that. So I'm gonna change it up a little bit on this episode. The past couple weeks or so, I've been getting some reoccurring questions, and I thought I would share those questions and answers for those of you who are still wondering about the flight attendant lifestyle. That being said, let's get started. So the most common question that I get is, what do you have? We have a menu, take a look. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. So usually when we're done with service and we're kind of just floating through the cabin, and sometimes even waiting for the bathroom when there's a line, there's a passenger there that will ask us, so do you fly this route often? And the question is, I mean, yes and no, but most likely no. So for example, if I'm flying LA to JFK or vice versa, and somebody asks me that, I'm gonna say no, because I literally haven't done this particular flight, this transcon, in about a year. So that being said, going to the next question that'll partner up with this is, what's your schedule like? So for those of you who don't know, as flight attendants, we have a schedule that's different each month. So what we do is we bid for our schedules, whether it's your time off that you want, certain trips that you want, report time, if you're avoiding certain airports, etc., etc. We do a bid every single month, and it's all based on seniority, which is great if you've been with the company for a long time, but when you're brand new, like myself, you kind of get the leftovers. And it's gotten better, definitely over the year or so, but I'm still not getting the things that I really want, but you know, in due time. Do you fly with the same people? The answer is no, unless you really try and put an effort. Again, going back to the bidding question and answer earlier, you could actually request certain trips so you can fly with a friend and essentially have the same schedule for the month. But typically no, especially with our base over in New York, where I'm based at. We have thousands of flight attendants, and it's one of the bigger bases that we have in the system. In comparison to one of our smaller bases on the west side, probably has about 250 flight attendants. So if you're based there, definitely they're more of like a tight family, like you literally just know everybody. So you have to behave, because if there's some kind of drama, everyone will know about it and you're kind of screwed. So, I mean, any base, let's just live a drama-free life. But anyway, going back to the question, New York, definitely not. There are some times where I see people every now and then that I've flown with in passing, but then again, there are some times where I fly with one person, I just never see them again. Like, what happened to you? But then that same person I will see in the lounge or again in passing, and I'm like, wow, I thought you got fired. And they would say the same thing about me. So it's very interesting. It's very interesting. But for the most part, I don't work with the same people all the time. I had somebody ask me, what's the craziest experience you've had? So in the summer, definitely the craziest experience for me. So we were working a flight to Amsterdam, and I was in the back galley, and there was this guy that came up. Cool dude, he was very chill, and then we were talking, and you know, just going back and forth. So conversation ended, I turned around to face the galley, and out of nowhere you hear this. I was like, yo, what? So I turned around, and this dude was on the floor, and he saw me watching him fall down, or not fall down, like on the floor. So he got up really fast because he was embarrassed. Fall again, boom. I was like, oh my God, what is happening? And then he started seizing. So that second impact was so loud, half of the cabin turned around and saw. And of course, This is when training really kicks in and people think that all we do is serve Coke or Diet Coke or whatever, service in the sky. No, my training literally just kicked in. Like, that was the first severe medical that I've had. I experienced it myself because my crew members were they were doing something else, and I was there by myself. So I assessed it and I made sure he was okay. Like, there was no bleeding or anything like that. But then he started seizing, put him on his side, and there was nothing I could do. I just had to wait till the episode was over. But people around us were scared because they didn't know what was going on. They turn around, they see a dude seizing on the floor, and they're expecting the worst. Long story short, the guy was, I think he was a med student. And with the combination of being highly stressed as a med student, exhaustion, lack of sleep, lack of food, all that put together, and you're flying a long haul flight, boom. Next thing you know, you're on the ground. He gets up, doesn't know what the hell happened, and I had to tell him, like, dude, you were on the ground, man. Like, you hit your head just on the armrest, so it wasn't bad or anything, and we definitely wrote that up for sure. And it was a scary moment for me, but as a flight attendant, you have to keep your cool because people are watching you. You know, even in your jump seat, people are watching you, and you know, I'm human. We're all human. We freak out, but I do my best to keep that poker face so that, you know, it doesn't freak anyone else out. All right, guys, incredibly short vlog today. I'm sorry. I promise I'm gonna get better. I'll improve, and I still have so much work to do. I have to edit this video. I have to edit another video, and then I have to do another one for client, friend. Usually, it's fine to work on those things. Like, I enjoy editing and post-production, but it's just one of those days, man. I only have less than 2 hours to get this all done in order for me to get 7 hours of sleep. Right now, it's looking like I'm getting at least 6, at least. I hope. Anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in for this episode again. Sorry it's not the best one. It'll get better. I still don't have an outro. I didn't eat a meal today. I've just been snacking. So if I do put an outro on this one, if it's food, I don't know, man. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.